First of all, I want to just thank everyone for being here today, and we're getting started on time, so thank you for being on time as well. Today we're here for a very special opportunity that Myles Miller here, which we're going to talk about soon. Some of you probably know or don't know. We've invited, for the most part, our student athletes and Myles' friends and colleagues here for this very special occasion for Myles going to college, which he's going to talk to you more about. I do want to acknowledge our guests with us here today. First of all, Mr. Harris, Athletic Director here at Ottawa Hills. We got Mr. Kurt Johnson with us, who's our Executive Director of K-12 Athletics for Grand Rapids Public Schools. And also, we have Grand Rapids Community College here, who made it on short notice to video our event today. And also our staff members here. Thank you. Our wonderful parents here, Mr. Miller and Mrs. Miller with us, and our basketball coaches. Maybe you know Coach Van, Coach Adams is with us here today, and all of our wonderful Ottawa Hills staff. Okay, so we're going to get started with why we're here today. The purpose is to acknowledge Myles Miller for his wonderful accomplishment of committing, and not only committing, but signing to play with Division II Grand Valley State. So that's an applause in itself. A little bit about Myles. Myles is an honor roll student, been on an honor roll since 9th through 12th grade. Is on the Academic Dean's List, Academic Hall of Fame here at Ottawa Hills, Principal's Academic Award, President's Academic Award in 10th grade, 3.0 GPA, also is a part of the Academic Upgrade Program, and also I believe he's on the verge of becoming the class of 2014 valedictorian as well. Also, I do want to acknowledge who just joined us, our fellow Alger Middle School students. Welcome, future Bengals. Thank you, Mr. Mayfield, for bringing our student athletes here today. And I'm just going to rewind since Mr. Mayfield just walked in with some of our upcoming Ottawa Hills Bengals here. To Alger Middle School kids, and the reason why we're here, I'm not sure Mr. Mayfield has shared with you, but we do have one of our student athletes who is going to be going off to college for free on scholarship. And so with you guys playing athletics, I'm sure you'll be here in a few years as well. That was a little bit about Myles Miller on the academic side. His athletic accomplishments include All-State Honorable Mention this year, McDonald's All-American nominee, M-Live All-Area Team Honorable Mention, M-Live Player of the Week, in which he averaged 27 points and 6 assists during that week, M-Live Dream Team Honorable Mention, season average of 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds, and also he was the team captain this year of the Ottawa Hills District Championship team.
You?
Myles, as some of you are aware or not aware, Myles had joined us. He went to Caledonia High School his 9th and 10th grade years, and then joined us here at Ottawa Hills for his junior and senior year. He quickly caught on with the team, established himself as a very good player on the team. Our team that we already had here accepted him, welcomed him with open arms, and we are grateful for that. My personal dealings with Myles here, very good kid, like I said, academically and athletically. And this here, and why we're here today, and Myles probably could speak more on it, but it took hard work, dedication, not only on the court, but off the court as well in the classroom, okay? And Myles can, he'll speak more of what it took to get here. But getting a free education, how many of you want to go to college?
I want that on video.
Get your hand in here. How many of you want to pay for college? How many of you want to go to college for free? Okay, or paying for college like myself, and I'm sure several others in here are still paying for college. Okay, So we definitely want to make sure that you're striving to that point. And now we're going to get into what we're here for. Myles, if you want to tell them where you're going, and go ahead.
All right. How you guys doing? I'm Myles Miller. I made the decision to play another 4 years of basketball at Grand Valley State University. It's a very nice campus and a very nice field. I went down there on a visit, I want to say 2.5 weeks ago for a workout, and I just gave it my all, and the coaches really liked me, and they offered me a week after that. And I fell in love with the teammates and the environment, and I just committed. It was a very great time for me and my family, and also my coach. And it was just a very proud moment for me. It's almost like a milestone. It was just very fun. So that's why I'll be playing basketball next year, and also majoring in business administration at Grand Valley State University.
Myles, a few questions I have. What does this opportunity mean to you?
This means that I'll be able to go to college without hurting the pockets of my mother and father. It offers an opportunity for me to continue my basketball career and also my academic career, and pursue a career field even after basketball.
What would you say, especially with all your student colleagues here? We got ninth graders, 10th graders, you got 8th graders here. What does it take to achieve what you got now?
Tremendous hard work and dedication, and it also takes a lot of sacrifice. A lot of times you can't do what everybody else is doing. You got to put in the extra work. Especially at our size right now, we're very little. We're very little people in here. So you got to be better than the next man who's maybe 6'5" or 6'6". So it just takes a lot of hard work. And one thing my coach iterated to me was consistency. He told me the difference between a good and great player is consistency, and that really stuck with me. So you got to be consistent in your work habits and in anything you do, and I think it'll make you successful.
Along with that, Myles, what would you say to the younger students who want to do the same?
I would tell them never give up on your dream, no matter how big or how small. Keep working at all costs, no matter what, and it just, once again, remain consistent, and you got to make those sacrifices. Just keep working hard.
Great. And like I said, this is not by accident. Like my supervisor always say, it got to be calculated steps to get to the goal that you want to get to. Okay, Myles, from what I've seen, he's what you call a gym rat. Always in the gym during the off season. We're working out with Mr. Noble, Coach Van, or any of the other coaches during the off season, just constantly in the gym, running cross country. And there's several other players that's up and coming. Whether you're playing soccer, volleyball, tennis, no matter what the sport. It doesn't have to be basketball, but that's what it takes, that off season work to get to where you're getting a free education to go off to college and do what you want to do. Okay, not only on the court, but off the court in the classroom as well. Miss Miller, what would you say? I'd like to turn it over to you, Miss Miller, first.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that his GPA, I think you said was a 3.0. It's a 3.86.
Actually, I had that written down.
I'm very proud. Well, I mean, obviously we're proud of Myles. He is a very dedicated kid. He takes pride in everything that he does. He's the type of kid that if somebody tells him no, it just makes him work 3 times as hard. So it's been, we're so proud of him, and it's been not just a dedication for him and hard work, but for us also. You got to think about the parents taking you to all of your practices and AAU tournaments and everything else. So he's totally had our support and buy-in from the beginning. Whatever his dreams were, we stood behind him, and we just made sure to steer him in the right direction. And thank God that he listened and persevered. And I also just want to say that in his decision with choosing a college, that he was accepted to U of M, which is a very hard school to get into. But because he wanted to pursue his basketball career as well as his academic career, he made a very hard decision to go with Grand Valley State, which is an awesome school also. But I think that in itself was an accomplishment to get accepted to such a prestigious school.
Mr. Miller?
As for myself, I first would like to just congratulate my son. It's been a long journey. He's put in a lot of hard work, really went hard, a lot of AAU. I would first say to the parents, you have to set a standard for your kids. We've always held academics first, above athletics. They go hand in hand. And I think that if you're smart in the classroom, it makes you a smart ball player, or whatever sport you do. And I just think he's really, really motivated. He's a really motivated kid. He's always dreamed it, seen it. And it's baby steps. Set small goals for yourself, achieve those. Those will make those big goals easier to achieve. So for Myles, MJ, I guess we'll be some Lakers. Being a Bears guy, that's kind of hard, but we'll be some Lakers.
Great. Coach Van?
I really think that this is a prime example of hard work pays off. Myles had a long-term goal of playing college basketball. The steps that he took is like he didn't have to have everything right now. It's many days I seen him working in the gym with the trainer, Coach Noble, many days in the gym, staying afterwards. I don't think there's no person here, not discredit nobody, that has put in many hours as he has, and no one can say that. That's a prime example of something I really, really want. And I can't be no more prouder for him, because eventually you want to teach kids that hard work do pay off. And you know, with him being vertically challenged in size, he went out there to Grand Valley and worked out, and his dad called me and the coaches called me. I ain't never seen his dad so excited in my life. But he put on a display out there and went out to Lake Superior State, and they were just fighting for him. So he had an opportunity to pick between Michigan, that he got accepted for, and Lake State and Grand Valley. So he had an opportunity to pick what he wanted. And I think that's great, and it's contributed to him of how much hard work he put in this year. So my thanks to you.
Thank you.
One of the most coachable kids that you can have, never talked back, never did anything wrong, made it to practice every day, did exactly what I asked him to do. You can't ask for no more, and this is a prime example of you set a standard of what you want to accomplish, everybody can accomplish it. You just have to go out and put the work in.
All right, also I want to bring Mr. Kurt Johnson, our K-12 athletics of Grand Rapids, here to share a few words.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I just want to stop by and say congratulations to Myles.
Thank you.
Got a chance to be introduced to him earlier this season, and what a phenomenal student athlete that I've always heard that you were. And congratulations to the parents, and thank you for sharing Myles with us. You know, these past few years, it's really been a blessing to have him a part of the program. But I also want to say thank you to the foundation that's allowing all this to happen, and that's the teachers, the coaches, the staff, the principals, and all of you students who support the programs here at Ottawa Hills, because one day your day is going to be at this table as well. So continue to work hard, and as Mr. Marcus was saying, Mr. Harris was saying, I think you were paying attention to my meeting then. You know, excellence does not happen by accident. It is calculated, intentional, and deliberate. You don't wake up and just all of a sudden be excellent. You know, you have to put in the work, the extra hours, the weekends, the off season, the holidays. You know, my college coach used to tell me, you have to work while the enemy is at rest. You know, so while other folks are doing other things, chilling or whatever that is, you need to be in the books and in the gym or in the pool or on the baseball field, wherever that is, you know, and prepare yourself for opportunity. There are a world of opportunities outside of Ottawa Hills, but you have to be ready when they come your way. And if you do it right, schools will come looking for you. You won't have to look for them. They'll come looking for you, as you can see. So congratulations again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having Myles in our program, and go forth and represent Ottawa Hills and the Lakers. And Dad, I'm sorry that he's going to have to bring some Lakers stuff in the house. We have to let him in with that. And congratulations. And thank you all.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take some questions from students and staff. You got any questions for Myles here at this time? I'm sure one of you guys got a question for Myles.
I know the paper has a question for Myles.
Yeah,
And acknowledge him too, please, Mr. Harris, from Gravis Press. Yeah.
Steve with the Grampus Press is here as well.
Myles, let me ask you, when did you first start dreaming, that I could someday play college basketball? When did it first become maybe a goal for you?
I would say the first time it really became an actual goal for me would be my 7th grade year when I first started playing AAU, and I really got a chance to go up against the top players in the nation and the top players around my area, and just how competitive it was, and it made me want to compete against them and get to that level too. So I would say around my 7th grade year.
And you're going to Grand Valley, and I think you're like the 3rd player from the Grand Rapids area that has accepted a scholarship over the last few months to go to Grand Valley. Drake Barr from Comstock Park, Rashada Orange from Grand Rapids Union also are headed to Grand Valley. It looks like they're doing a great job recruiting throughout the Grand Rapids area. Talk a little bit about some of the expectations. It looks like they're going to have some real talent at that Grand Valley team here in the next few years.
Well, just talking with the coaches, I know they've been pushing me already to work, get on a work schedule, work hard every day, and they're really talking to me about being smarter on the court and pushing the ball. So I think it's going to be some big things at Grand Valley next year.
Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Myles? Shaq? What was that, Shaq?
I don't know when the first game is. I have to get a schedule and get that to you, Shaq.
Good question.
Any other questions for Myles? Brad?
What you gonna do to push yourself to the next level?
To the next level, I would just have to put in more hours and stay even more consistent and dedicated.
We'll take one more question.
When you get on the campus, you plan on living on campus, or are you gonna commute?
I plan on staying at the campus, stay around the teammates and everything, and get a real college feel for the team and everything. So I plan to stay on campus.
The whole college experience.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Lewis, our head building principal, just joined us here.
I see.
Oh, he was not going to miss that.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is a day that we recognize a outstanding student athlete that we have here at Ottawa Hills High School, Mr. Myles Miller. Mr. Miller, I just want to say I'm very excited to see you go to Grand Valley on a basketball scholarship, and I know the family extremely well. As I went to school with Dad and know Mom from a long time ago, and it's just exciting to see the transition that has taken place from him transitioning from his previous high school to Ottawa Hills High School. I think he's had an opportunity to experience a lot of good things here at Ottawa Hills High School, put him in some pretty good situations. Coach Mayfield has done a wonderful job in leading and directing the programming and getting Mr. Miller to this point in time today. But I just want to say that, go Lakers, right? Even though there's some rivalry with Dad and I, with Mr. Miller, Ferris State versus Grand Valley, but today is your day, and we're extremely excited and happy to see you move forward with your academic career as well as your athletic career with Grand Valley State University. Outstanding university. I was on campus this past weekend, and they got buildings going up all over the place. So it's a growing university, and it's a university that he will have great pleasure into partaking into the academic side as well as the athletic side. So, and this guy is not just a basketball guy, he's not just an athlete. He also had an acceptance letter to go to University of Michigan, but he chose to partake into Grand Valley State University for his undergraduate work, and then he'll look at Michigan as a graduate study. So congratulations to the family, and I know Myles will do very well.
Thank you.
Before we close, again, I just want to thank everyone for coming. First of all, Myles, congratulations again on your accomplishment. I know you're going to do really well in the future and beyond. Thank you to the parents, Mr. and Miss Miller. Thank you to Coach Van, all the coaches that's here with us. Thanks to the students that supported Myles through his years here at Ottawa Hills. To the staff members that have helped Myles along the way. And also, again, thank you to the Grand Rapids Press for attending, and Community College for filming this event as well. Again, students, next year,
You gonna sign?
you want to sign your paper, Bob?
I was just waiting on the moment.
Just to get a picture first, man. You gotta sign. You gotta act like you're signing, but not signing while they get a picture.
You gotta go real slow, man. You gotta go real slow, man.
Don't make it sloppy though. Good job.
Again, to the students, we definitely want to see some future Bengals in this same position in the future. I know you can do it. I know you can get there. So we'll make it happen. Also, before we close, before you leave, make sure you get some cake in the back. Make sure, please throw away your plates and napkins as well. Okay. Thank you for attending, and again, congratulations, Myles.
Make sure you get these papers. Yeah.